What's up, crew? Welcome aboard. I'm your boy Captain Tony, and we are in the starboard engine room. In case you were wondering what powers this beast, it is two of these puppies right here. This is a supercharged twin turbo Detroit diesel. I know because it says it right there. And we're pushing about 1,000 horsepower. We carry almost 1,100 gallons of fuel. Now with that, you might think that we could go forever. But the truth is, we need you, our viewers, to hit that subscribe button right there and share our videos so that others can come aboard and enjoy our videos on the master plan. Thanks a lot. I had to remove most of Wendy's clothes to get down there to that exhaust pipe. But since they're together, I don't know how I'm going to get the new tube on. I'm going to have to figure out how to move that tube, because this one I can't move. This goes straight to the engine. This goes to the exhaust muffler. So, since I took all Wendy's clothes out, now I have to move them, and I need to get underneath this bed. Alright, so the mattress is removed, and that's what our bed looks like without the mattress. A couple of boards on here. Those are access panels that you can open up and get inside, but I can also remove this whole board right here and get down in there, and hopefully I find what I'm looking for. Alright, so I took this board off, moved it over. You can see down inside there now. And I kind of found what I'm looking for. This is the closet. This tube right here is this one right here. It goes all the way forward. There's a clamp there with a hose. I'm going to take that clamp off, and hopefully this tube will move inside there, and thus giving me space over here to put on the new hose. Let's see. Alright, so I took both clamps off. This is loose. As you can see, I can turn it. As you can see, I can turn it. I can move it this way, but I can't move it this way. It just doesn't go anymore. That's not enough space. I gotta find another place to move this. So we're out here on the back of the boat. That's the master bedroom, and that's where the master bed would be. So this is the exhaust pipe, would be coming right out here, out the back of the boat. I'm gonna climb down in this hole and see if I can't access something that'll give me a little more space. All right, just to show you what I'm dealing with. This is the back of the boat. Underneath here, we have a Brownies dive tank compressor, so I can fill up dive tanks. And over there, we have a water maker that turns salt water into fresh water. But as you can see, there's not a lot of space down there to work. What I've decided to do before I move this muffler, or try to move this muffler, because it is quite large, I decided I'm going to go back there and loosen up the clamps on that hose and see if I can't slide that hose off and then maybe move that other pipe. That's the plan. Let me get started. Alright, so I removed those two clamps in the back of the boat. I'm going to go back down into the master, see if I can't grab that tube and move it. Alright, so we're back under the master bed. This is the tube that goes back to where we want to put on a new hose. And this is the hose that goes forward, or goes back to the muffler. So remember, this hose I could move, but this one I have to break it free from the muffler. I wasn't able to do it by hand, so I went in my toolbox and I got this filter wrench. It's a pretty large filter wrench, so I figured it might work. Drop it over here. I'm trying to do this one-handed, so bear with me. Let's see. Get a good grip on there. There it goes. You see that? Moved. Alright. Now let me see if I can get it off. You're gonna have to give me a second. All right, so I got it off. There's the inside of the muffler. And there's the tube, it's off. Problem is, it's right there. There's no space for me to move this thing. I can only move it just this little bit. Huh? Where am I gonna move it to? So, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. So there's what we're working with. This is the one that goes to the motor. This goes out the back. This I've separated as much as I possibly can, but there is no way that I'm gonna get this tube on there through there. Not happening. So, my next plan is to take off these metal plates, which have a flat side on the other side. Hopefully, I can rotate these. One will go up far enough, the other one goes down far enough, and I'll be able to slip on the tube. Let's see. All right, I removed one, and the pipe went down quite a bit. We're making way. I'm gonna loose that one now. All right, now we're getting somewhere. I removed the one from over here, moved the one from over here, and as you can see, there's a lot more space for this tube to move around. But this one I thought was gonna go up, and I would drop this one down and put the tube on. This one does not go up. There's something holding it, but it does go down. So I'm gonna lift this one up, and based on that much space right there, I'm hoping that's enough for me to do what I need to do. Let's see. I'm getting there. This is as close as I've gotten so far. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get it on there, but we're getting there. All right, so I'm about an hour into this. I rigged up these bungee cords holding this pipe up as high as I could get it. I pushed the other one down as low as I can get it. As you can see, there's still not a lot of space, but I'm kind of prying this on there with a screwdriver, like when you put a new tire on a new rim, and I'm just twisting it little by little, getting it on there. It's not easy. It's a slow process, but if you ever needed to do it, this is what I would recommend. Oh, let me keep going and see if I can get it. All right, here we are. I finally got it completely over the lip. All right, I got it over the lip, but I still haven't gotten it on. So a little more leveraging, a little more maneuvering. It's a slow process, but you know, a lot of people wanted me to, you know, cut this pipe, you know, make it shorter, and that way it had space and all that. But the problem is, once you cut something off like that, you can't fix it if you mess up. So I didn't want to do that. So hour and a half into this might take me 2 hours to do the whole thing, but I didn't have to cut anything. It's getting on there. To me, it's worth it to leave it in its original condition, and we'll see it when it's done. It's not quite there, but it's close. We're getting there, little by little. All right. Well, there we have it. It is on, and there's a space in between there, so I'll be able to now drop this down, lift this up, and finally connect the tubes. Now, I will give you a little tip. A lot of people recommended on samsmarine.com, a lot of people recommended and advised to use Vaseline. Get in there so it'll slip right on. I don't have Vaseline, so use a little Astroglide, because we do have that on the boat. And I'll tell you, just slipped right in, which is what you want. And it is water-based, so you know, once the exhaust waters flow through there, it'll pretty much wash it out, and or after time it'll just dry out, because that's what it does. But the important part is that it slipped in, and now it's in there, and we'll be able to put all these pieces together. All right, I'll show you the final product once I have it all done. Then I'm gonna go back to the back. All those exhaust tubes that I took off in the back, which by the way, you do need to do that because I needed to rotate this left and right as I was slipping it on. So you do need to do that. Now I'm gonna go back there and hook it all up and I'll show you when it's done. All right guys, that's it. It's all done. Took me a couple hours, but if didn't do this, water would drip down in here and then onto the floor, through the wall, and under the bed, and we don't want that. So that needed to be fixed. Plus, nobody likes breathing exhaust fumes. Job done. Thanks for watching. We're almost done. In our next video, we'll cover the propellers, shafts, bearings, packing glands, and getting the boat back in the water again. Thanks again.